Hey, this is Warren from Social Scavenger. This video is just talking about cloning games. Now, why would you clone a game? You'd clone a game primarily if you're a team builder or if you're someone running a series of games that are similar. So you might be running a game 10 times at university to do orientation. You might be running it all throughout the year. It's the same core game, but you're going to add little differences to it. Same thing with team building companies. You've got an amazing race, you've got a short one, you've got a long one, you've got a medium one. Or even companies who want to do team building, who've run a game a few times a year, brands who want to run games in different cities. It's just a great way to save time and not have to rebuild games constantly. So I'm going to open up the Social Scavenger app over here, which looks like that. And it says I'm inside a beacon range. So that's good news if we were talking about beacons. We're going to skip that, but there is a demo video on beacons if you are interested. So right here I've jumped in and I can see by default here are the 4 games that are showing up in search. To find your game, I can go in, I can search from my, whatever my game's called, so Canyon of the Eagles, there's that game. Now what we're going to see here is we're just going to work off these default games. So over here on the right, you're seeing the microsite, app.socialscavenger.com. So that's where you go, sign in, create your game, etc. So you've signed in the top right hand corner, you've gone to My Games. If you're interested in cloning a game, first you have to build a game. So if you don't know how to build a game, there's a video on that, but effectively you hit this big button that says create here and you create your game. When you create that game, let's take, say, Team Building Classics. Let's find that game. Here's Team Building Classics. If we look in the settings, when we first built this game, we gave it a name, we gave it a description, that's all the stuff that you see. When you scroll down, there's the game image, entry code, etc. So scroll down to category, template. So if we're going to be cloning a game, we need to make it a template. So we make this game once, this is our Team Building Classics game, because everything off of here we're going to be able to clone and adjust it and do anything we want. So the key is this is the template. We've set it up, we've added all our challenges, so in here we can have hundreds of challenges, probably going to have more likely 40 to 50 challenges. So we've set up a game, it's a template. We know it's a template because we saw it there. We also know it's a template because when we look in our list of created games, we can see a section over here called category. So when we scroll down, we're going to go find Team Building Classics again, and we can see it's a template. So that's cool. Now I know I can clone it. So I'm going to hit clone, and what's going to happen is we're going to get a message saying your private game has been created. Go ahead and fine tune it. So that's it. I've cloned a game. So there's a few things left to do. So when I've cloned a game, it's going to pop up at the top. There it is, copy sphere of Team Building Classics. We've just given it a little random name, so it can't be the same name. And I'm going to go into my settings and I'm going to call this, Team Building Classics New York City Edition, or Team Building Classics Spring, or Team Building Classics Downtown, or anything you want. So we're going to call this one Downtown NYC. So work hard, play hard in Downtown NYC. I can go in, I can make little changes to the descriptions, the names, I can overhaul the thing. It's going to ask me to put in a new image. So I'm going to put in a new image that relates to the actual specific game I'm doing now. It's automatically generated a new entry code. I can change that, Downtown NYC, and then I can adjust any of my other settings. But the key part is, now that I save that, all my challenges are still here. So great, I'm good to go, I'm ready to play my game. If you've created QR codes, we're going to want to create new QR codes because QR codes are unique, as you know, to any specific challenge. You're going to print them out, you're going to hide them, you're going to put them online, so you want to make sure they're unique every time. So if you have created those, you're going to go in, going to edit those, going to create some new ones. And that's about it. We've cloned a game. We can do this as many times as we want. Now the trick is we're cloning that template. So if I go in here and I change this game, and I edit it, and I add a new challenge called Amazing New Challenge NYC, this isn't going to show up, not in my future clones. because this isn't the template. This is an active game. We're going to come in, we're going to play this game. This is a real game. So that won't show up in my future games. So if we want it to, we're going to go back, we're going to edit the template, and then we're going to have that for the future. Now as a user, as you saw, this game's called Team Building Classics Downtown New York City. We've saved it. If we go in and look for Team Building Classics Downtown New York City, there it is, top of the list. We can join this game. We're ready to go. So that's how you clone games. It's pretty straightforward. A couple of little tricks in there. It saves a load of time. If you want to learn more about cloning games, feel free to give us a buzz at info@socialscavenger.com, and we look forward to having you play some games soon. Cheers.